Let's get really close to the mic here. Let's give my ASMR fans what they really came here for. Hey, everybody. Recording live from the Game Collection Studios in Seattle, Washington. This is another anniversary video. A belated anniversary video. Sorry, baby. I didn't forget our anniversary. So, about 4 years ago, I started a little show called The Game Collection. I had never done anything of the sort before. It was kind of like a pet project to teach myself how to edit because I wanted to impress somebody else. That didn't end up working out, but this I think actually did, which is kind of awesome. It's better to do it for yourself, you know. Anyways, 4 years ago in actually early July, so this is almost like 2 years or 2 months belated, I started the Game Collection, where I worked on reviewing my first ever video game, basically my first love of JRPGs, Earthbound. And it has since spanned 60 plus games, which has been just an immensely eye-opening experience for me. You know, you don't go into something like this already an expert. I was an expert at various games that I had played up to that point, but not actually just an expert in JRPGs in general. And I still think that there's a lot of games out there that I haven't played that I would love to play. Anyways, I'm kind of doing this live. I'm not the greatest at live productions, but I felt like I should do something special for you guys. So I'm going to do a little bit of a game room tour, and I hope you guys enjoy what you see. Actually, before I start the tour, I just wanted to say that I started off the Game Collection 4 years ago in a bedroom, in the bedroom of a one-bedroom apartment here in Seattle. This one-bedroom apartment costs way more than any one-bedroom apartment should, because there's a housing problem here. And I feel like this room that you're about to see is actually, I've moved out of that bedroom in that single bedroom apartment and into the living room of that one bedroom apartment. So I feel like I really need to thank my wife Amy for putting up with me as my game collection and my film production, my film studio, my everything just sort of took over the majority of the living space in our tiny one-bedroom, 500 square foot apartment. Let's see. It means a lot to me, and she does a really good job of putting up with me. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what I've got going here, and I'll actually probably just kind of film, and then afterward provide some some very subdued voiceover over top of the recorded audio. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. So for the systems, as you can see, I've got a couple Sega games up here, some Sega consoles. There's the trusty, beautiful Sega Saturn, and the amazing Sega Dreamcast. And down below, there's my NES top loader, complete with Tetris in tow. And that behind me is a wireless bridge that's pretty awesome. It helps me connect networked consoles when their Wi-Fi just ain't up to snuff. And back here I've got some other AV connectors that are all passed through, and then here's a PS2 of mine. Those connectors in the background actually connect to a splitter in the back that then feeds to all of my other AV equipment. There's one of my speakers along with my SNES Junior. And down below, we've got my Sega 32X, Sega CD, and Sega Genesis, along with my Wii U console. And a couple of PlayStation 3s. Can't have too many PlayStation 3s. Up above, we've got my PS4, broken Retron, and a monitor. Over here is my TV where I do most of my HD gaming, and below where I do my SD gaming. Over here I've got my Sega Master System, along with my fake Famicom top loader, a bunch of handhelds, PSP, Nintendo 3DS, my Wii is in the back, and my Wii U holder. That was a Vita up above. PS TV actually. Here's my GameCube and a speaker, another PlayStation 3, an Xbox, and a couple of Xbox 360s just helping hold down the shelf. And that's a Game Gear. Over here we've also got another PlayStation 3. Maybe you can have too many. And my glorious professional video monitor. I love that thing. I just don't have anything hooked up to it because I don't have a lot of the cables for it. A lot of those are just really expensive to get these days. And that's where I do my SD gaming, on that smaller, or the larger CRT, Sony Trinitron. Looks like right now what I want to do is show you guys a creation of my own design. It's a streaming station, basically. It's a monitor that I have hooked up with a camera up above that allows me to just move around this this monitor. Let me talk to my audience and see what they're saying. And over here is my little cubbies full of cables for consoles and stuff, keeping things tidy, and all of my controllers laid out before you. It's quite a glorious sight, isn't it? A bunch of fight sticks, a bunch of light guns, and a few action figures. Well, not action figures, amiibos and pop figures and stuff. And that's an Xbox box. And my wife bedazzled that that lamp there that you saw for a second. This is my battle station. Computer there is the Stormtrooper, black and white, can't hit any targets I set. There's a Dr. Pepper, my Necronomicon I just got for my birthday. A couple studio monitors up on those pedestals, and up above on the hutch, you can't really see very well, but I've got a nice pair of headphones hanging there. As well as just a few little trinkets up top. That's another wireless access extender. And next is my streaming and sitting and gaming section. Just everything. This is where I spend most of my time. There's my nice rack mount stuff there. Sitting in an IKEA shelf. That is a DBX 286A, which is a vocal processor that helps me sound nice and loud when I'm being quiet, and normal sounding when I get really loud, which is almost never. Up above, that's my headphone receiver or transmitter. The headphones themselves are the receivers for my wireless headset setup. Looks like we've also got my trunk, which acts as an ottoman. That trunk holds a lot of my studio equipment, like my lights, my tripod. Amy made that nice cushion for me because that was really uncomfortable beforehand. And here's my collection of game guides that I never really use because I have people telling me what to do these days, which is really nice. But I really like the art that's included in these things. Up above, I've got some art from my parents and some just collectible stuff that I thought was really cool. Over on the left, you might see that's Pooh from Yu Yu Hakusho that my wife crocheted for me. And a pretty awesome boombox with some Pikachus. And oh, what's this over here? There he is. That is Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead. No game room should be complete without it. But this is my collection of games. I'm not going to go through all of them. It would just take way too long to go just dig through all of these. But all of the RPGs are up top, and all of the non-RPGs are down below. And so about like the top 2/3 are RPGs. So this is just a better view of my game room, where I game, where I edit, where I do everything, where I spend most of my life. This is the majority of my existence these days. As I said before, this is the living space, the entire living space of my small bedroom apartment. And there's Amy's little nook, and there's my cute little doggo. His name is Milo. He's a Beagle Harrier mix. If you like dogs, well, you know. See you soon. I don't know why I said that. You're seeing me now. Whatever. Happy anniversary, guys.